Welcome back to the channel where we explore the hidden treasures in your pocket change and reveal the rarest and most valuable coins that could be worth a fortune. Today we are diving deep into the incredible story of the 1963 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin minted in Denver that has recently stunned collectors around the world with its jaw-dropping value. Believe it or not, this small copper coin that was once casually tossed into piggy banks and vending machines is now commanding an astonishing market value of $89,945. Yes, you heard that right, almost $90,000 for a single penny. So, how did a 1963 D. Lincoln cent go from common pocket change to a highly sought-after collector's dream? Let's take a journey back in time to understand the history, rarity, and stunning details that make this coin a must-watch for every coin collector, investor, and enthusiast. The year was 1963. America was in the midst of cultural and political change. President John F. Kennedy was in office, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and the Denver Mint was busy producing over 1.7 billion Lincoln cents. On the surface, the 1963 D penny looked like any ordinary coin. Made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, it featured the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse bore the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. With such a high mintage number, you might assume the 1963 D penny is common, and for the most part, you'd be right. However, there is always more than meets the eye in the world of numismatics. While most of these coins are worth face value or just a few cents to collectors, there are rare exceptions that can turn heads and change lives. One of those exceptions is the ultra-rare, high-grade, near-perfect specimen of the 1963 D. Lincoln cent that recently sold for an unbelievable $89,945 in the current coin market. This particular coin stood out because of its immaculate condition, almost flawless strike, original luster, and the fact that it had been preserved in a condition known as mint state 67 plus red. To put that into perspective, mint state grades range from 60 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. Achieving a grade of 67 plus is incredibly rare, especially for a coin that has been in circulation or sat in storage for decades. But condition is only part of the story. What else makes this 1963 D penny so valuable? Let's talk about scarcity. While billions were minted, very few were saved in pristine condition straight from the mint. Most were immediately put into use, handled thousands of times, and exposed to the elements. Finding one that survived all these years without a single blemish, scratch, or toning is like discovering a time capsule in your change jar. Another factor is eye appeal. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that not only are rare but also look stunning. The deep red color, sharp details, and brilliant surfaces of this coin make it a masterpiece of minting excellence. Add to this the rising popularity of copper-era pennies, and you have a recipe for skyrocketing prices. More collectors are entering the market every year, pushing demand higher for coins that were once ignored. Combine condition, demand, rarity, and historical significance, and you understand why this single penny is now worth nearly $90,000. Now, let's talk about what you can do. Could you have one of these valuable coins sitting in your collection, in a jar, or even in an old roll of pennies? It's possible. The key is to carefully examine your 1963 D. Lincoln cents. Look for those that still have their original red color, minimal wear, strong strike, and sharp details. If you think you've found one that stands out, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade could turn your coin into a small fortune. You should also be on the lookout for possible errors or varieties, such as double dyes or repunched mint marks, which can add thousands of dollars in value depending on their rarity and desirability. Even a small error visible under magnification can elevate a common coin to elite collector status. The story of the 1963 D. Lincoln penny is a reminder that history is all around us, even in our pocket change. It's a testament to the hidden value in everyday items and the incredible excitement of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this hobby offers a chance to connect with the past, build wealth, and experience the thrill of the hunt. Check your coins. Look at your old jars, rolls, and boxes. You might be sitting on a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. And if you find one, remember that knowledge is power. Know what to look for, get your coin graded, and understand the market before selling. The right buyer could be waiting to offer you life-changing money for what others once called a penny. That wraps up our deep dive into the 1963 Lincoln 1-cent penny and its incredible market value of $89,945. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins that could be hiding in your home, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting and good luck finding that next treasure. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and bring you the most incredible stories behind rare coins that could be worth thousands of dollars today. In this video, we are going deep into the fascinating world of the 1964 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that many people overlook, but one that could secretly be worth as much as $45,812 depending on its condition, rarity, and historical context. So stick with me through this detailed journey as we uncover the origin, errors, value, and what makes this penny so unbelievably valuable in today's collector market. Let's begin by talking about the origin of the 1964 Lincoln 1-cent penny. First minted in the year 1909, the Lincoln cent was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first American coin to feature a real person's portrait. The Lincoln cent was designed by Victor David Brenner, and the design has stood the test of time, continuing with only a few significant changes over the decades. In 1964, the coin was still being struck in its classic wheat reverse form, but by that point, it had already transitioned to the Lincoln Memorial design, which started in 1959. The 1964 mint mark signifies that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. That year, the Denver Mint produced a staggering number of pennies, over 3.7 billion coins to be exact. At first glance, this might make you wonder why a coin minted in such high numbers would be worth tens of thousands of dollars today. Well, here's where things get very interesting. Although billions of these coins were made, very few have survived in perfect condition. Most of them went straight into circulation and were used heavily, accumulating scratches, wear, and damage over the years. The few coins that were never used, the ones that were kept in pristine condition straight from the mint, are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. But the condition is not the only factor that matters here. What makes a 1964 penny worth up to $45,812 is the combination of minting errors, striking details, and its flawless preservation. Some of these pennies have been found with rare doubling errors, especially in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. Others show strong die clashes or repunched mint marks, all of which dramatically increase their value. For example, a 1964 penny with a strong double die obverse and nearly perfect red coloration can command astronomical prices at auction. Grading is another key component. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no imperfections under magnification. A 1964 penny graded as MS67 or MS68 red, meaning mint state with full original red luster, is nearly impossible to find and can reach values of $10,000. $20,000 or even as much as $45,812 depending on the market and the demand at the time of sale. Let me give you an example of what happened recently. A collector-owned 1964 Lincoln cent, certified by a top grading service as MS68 red, with incredible sharp detail and flawless surface, was auctioned for a jaw-dropping $45,812. That's right, a single 1-cent coin, a penny that could have been tossed in a piggy bank, turned out to be worth nearly $46,000. This sale shocked the coin collecting community and led to a surge in interest in 1964 D pennies across the country. Another factor influencing the value is how the coin was stored. Coins kept in airtight containers, away from heat, light, and moisture, tend to retain their brilliant red coloration and sharp details. These are the types of coins that bring top dollar at auctions or private sales. Red designated coins are more desirable than brown or red-brown counterparts because they show the coin in nearly its original state as it left the mint over 60 years ago. You may now be wondering if you might have one of these valuable coins in your collection, your change jar, or hidden in an old drawer. Here is what you need to do. First, examine the coin under bright light. Check for a clear and bold D mint mark just under the date. Look for any signs of doubling, especially in the letters and numbers. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the fine details. If your coin has that rich red tone, no signs of wear, and possibly an error, you could be looking at a rare gem. Next, you'll want to have your coin professionally graded by a reputable service such as PCGS or NGC. Their certification gives credibility to your coin's condition and dramatically increases its market value. Many serious collectors and investors will only buy coins that have been officially graded. Now, let's talk about the current market. As of now, collectors and investors are heavily interested in high-grade Lincoln cents. The demand for rare, early Lincoln cents, especially those with errors or pristine condition, has never been higher. A 1964 D Lincoln penny certified MS-68 red is so rare that only a tiny handful exist. And with each auction, the price goes up because more people are entering the market. While the supply remains fixed or continues to dwindle. To sum up, the 1964 D Lincoln 1-cent penny might seem ordinary, but in reality, it is one of the hidden gems of American numismatics. With over 3.7 billion coins minted, only a select few in top condition remain today. The right combination of condition, color, and possible mint errors can turn this common coin into a treasure worth as much as $45,812. It's a stunning example of how much value history, rarity, and preservation can add to a small copper coin. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful or fascinating, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into rare coins, and turn on notifications so you never miss an opportunity to learn about coins that might be worth a fortune. Drop a comment below if you think you might have a rare 1964 D penny, or if you've ever come across a valuable coin in your change. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep hunting and remember, treasure might be closer than you think.